Oh, okay. So I guess I'm making this video to just tell you guys that it gets better. And that sounds really cheesy, but I just want to talk to you guys about depression and just shit like that. So if you've noticed for the past few weeks now, I've been getting pretty happy compared to what I used to be. And let's just say for the past, oh God, maybe since I was 10, so about 4 or 5 years, I have felt like shit. I have been diagnosed with depression, and it was just bad. Okay, so let me just give you backstory. I grew up in a really bad household. Like, if you think you had it bad, I had it bad too. There'd always be cops and drugs in my house. I would be abused a lot. I would go days without eating and days without power, and I would suffer. And my mom was into drugs, my sister was into drugs, my stepdad was into drugs. My whole house was torn up all the time. We sold stuff for drugs. They pretty much didn't care for me. I'd never seen my mom, ever. And I never felt loved. And that's the worst thing you could ever do to a kid, is knowing that your dad walks out the day you were born because you weren't a guy and you weren't what he wanted. And he'd rather go rob a bank than spend his time with you. And then feeling that you don't have a mom and you don't have a family that actually cares for you is probably the worst thing you can ever have. So growing up like that made me feel worse. And then getting in my first relationship was very traumatic because I was already depressed. And it was probably 7th grade. I got into one. It was my first relationship with Kyle. And I never felt like he cared about me. But it's kind of like when you grow up like that, you never feel like anyone really cares. What the fucking bangs? Sorry. Your bangs are pissing me off. Why you no work? Okay. No fucks given. And it was just like, it was bad. I'd never felt like he wanted to talk to me, and I didn't feel appreciated, and we'd never hang out because I'd rather just sit in my room. And when you feel like this, you don't feel like doing anything. I don't feel like going to school. I don't feel like doing anything except for sleeping, crying, eating. And I talked to somebody a few weeks ago, probably 6 weeks ago, and they were telling me how they felt the exact same way. Okay, I never thought anyone would feel like that. Like, I felt like I was the only one. I had a plan that if no one felt like me, or if I didn't get happy by the time I turned 18 or graduated high school, I was going to commit suicide. Take the easy way out. Just say fuck it, get it over with, because I didn't want to deal with it anymore. I just didn't feel like feeling. I didn't like feeling this way. And talking to somebody about it really helps, especially when people feel the same way as you and they go through the same stuff. Excuse me. She told me how she grew up in an abusive relationship. Like, she had an abusive relationship recently, and he made her feel like it was her fault, and that she didn't deserve it. Like, she deserved it. Like, she deserved everything he did to her. That she still loved him and all this stuff. And I told her I had a somewhat abusive relationship too, where he didn't respect me, didn't want anything to do with me, just would get mad at me, and would yell at me, and he slapped me one time. It was the worst thing. Because when you let somebody physically touch you like that or hurt you in any way, you don't feel like you're worth anything. You feel like you deserve it. So I used drugs to cope with it. And it was kind of just there to make me not care anymore. And I know a lot of people have their ways out of it. Like, people have certain bands or certain songs or certain things like that that help them. But I just want to tell you guys that if you need anybody to talk to, ever, there's always me. And if you feel any way like this, or if you just feel upset at all, you should talk to somebody. And if you need to, I'm here. There's hotlines, there's me, there's friends, like, there's always someone to talk to. Just know that it does get better, because if you think about it sounds hard. It sounds like the easiest thing in the world, but it's really hard to get happy again. And you're just thinking to yourself, you're like, I don't remember what it feels like. Like, it's just, you bring yourself down. Thinking like this or thinking like that in any way brings you down. What you need to do is you need to start thinking like, okay, I'm gonna do good, I'm gonna feel great. And if you wake up with that kind of thinking, you do. I thought to myself, okay, I'm gonna fail this fucking test. Like, this day's gonna be shit. By thinking negatively, it was shit. The next day, I went to take a test and I was like, okay, I can do this. I didn't study. I'm not a study person. I went and I was like, I can do this. It's gonna be a great day. And I went the day thinking the happiest I'd ever been. And I tried it again and again. It starts working. If you just take away the negative shit, start thinking of the positive. Make a list. Positives outweigh the negatives. Always make it that way. Always count your days and your moments. Because if you want to just throw your life away because of all this bullshit that you feel like, and you're this young, that's not good. Because you only get one life. Or YOLO, whatever the fuck you guys are saying like this. Whatever. Not bullshit. You do only live once. And taking away your life that you will never have again is ridiculous. Because people get bullied all the time. Like, I get told all the time, you need to go die. Or you're a piece of shit. Or you're not classy. Or you're just better off dead. I have text messages in my phone. I have voicemails telling me to go kill myself. Like, it's a serious fucking matter. Like, no one should ever be talked to like that. It's me. It's horrible. I have messages, and I can read them to you right now. I'll read you one, actually, where this kid actually had told me, just for liking somebody, and I'm going to quote him exactly what he said. He said, "You're fucking naive, young, stupid, and ignorant. I hope you keep up your good work in finding people and fucking getting nowhere in doing so. You're a waste of my time and you're a load of bullshit. Fuck off and kill yourself. You're a fucking lazy piece of shit and you're spoiled to death. You don't deserve anything or life and you don't deserve a second of my time. You're a fucking load of bullshit. Just fucking kill yourself and I hope you burn." Who says that kind of stuff to somebody? If you say that stuff, you should feel ashamed. Because I used to be kind of mean too. I used to be a bully. I'm not gonna lie. I did used to be a bully and then I got bullied. And it sucks. Like, I still cry over the things that had happened. I had threats sent to my house. I left a district because I didn't feel safe. I felt like they were going to kill me. And I feel like they did try because I almost got poisoned and got almost jumped and all this bullshit. Like, bad shit happens to good people. But you should always know there's option B. You do have someone to talk to. And I'm saying right now, you have me. If you don't have somebody else, you have me. If we don't talk, you have me. If we don't fucking like each other, I don't care. You can fucking call me in the middle of the night. I'll answer my phone and I'll be the nicest thing to you ever. I will listen to all your problems and I will do what I can for you all the time. I will do whatever I can. If you hate me and you still need somebody to talk to, go for it. If you treat me like shit and you need somebody to talk to, go for it. If you need me ever, you pick up your phone and you call me. I don't care what fucking time it is, you talk to me if you need somebody. Don't ever say you don't have anybody, because if you feel like I don't want to listen to you, it's bullshit. I will take my time and listen to you. Even if I'm at a family dinner or in something really important like a meeting or something, I will leave what I'm doing, excuse me, and I will answer you. You can Facebook me, Twitter me, Tumblr me, Google me, Skype me, text me, iMessage, whatever. I don't care. I will answer you. It's a serious matter, and I don't want to see somebody giving up their life for something like this. So, just breathe, and it will get better. And if I can help, I will try. So, okay. I'm done now. Night.